Hi everyone, my name is Rajiv Makni and this is Nokia Lumia. Your wish is my app. Now imagine, there's no violence. It's easy if you try. No miscreants amongst us, just my smartphone and I. Okay, let me stop there. We live in a very hard, tough world and sometimes it seems like there's no hope in sight. Can technology make life just a little bit easier? I know it can. And it can also help me launch pigs into the air with giant catapults. You wished for it and there's an app for it. On today's show, 7 more amazing app ideas, some with the potential to change the world and some that just want to make you giggle for a minute or two. Here with me to walk you through these wondrous apps is our wonderful panel of judges. The human teddy bear, Vishal Gondal. The chef with the six-pack, Vikas Khanna. The man with the golden grin, Raj Chennai. And that girl in yellow boots, Kalki Kekla.
Yellow phone today, actually.
Yellow phone and no black, no yellow boots today.
No.
Still all good, right? I mean,
No. I mean, I have to keep changing it a bit.
Keep evolving, absolutely. Okay, like everyone else in this country, applicant number 1 was horrified by the shocking incident in New Delhi in December of 2012. Unlike almost everyone else, though, he thought he could do something and fight this evil through technology. From the national capital, please welcome Prashun Jain.
This is one of the opportunities where I can get this idea of mine promoted and become a reality.
Hi Prashun, how are you doing?
Very good.
So I hear this app that we're about to hear is inspired actually by your wife?
Yes, it is.
It is, right?
Wow.
Okay, great.
So there's behind every successful man, there's a woman.
Yes,
And
exactly.
Behind
you-
every
if you-
successful man, there's a woman and then there's his wife right behind the two. Okay,
Yeah.
60 seconds, let's hear your award-winning app.
So my app Harass Map is basically focusing on self-expression and taking action against sexual harassment. So I've been in Delhi since more than a decade now, and I've never known a woman who hasn't been abused either verbally or physically in Delhi. So this app is the platform where a woman can go anonymously, post on a map where an incident happened with her and also put in the time. So the beauty lies in the knowledge, which will now become the power which will support and help other possible victims to avoid getting into the same trap. It will, if anybody is, for example, taking a trip from point A to point B, tell them what is the vulnerability index of that street or the mode of public transportation you are using. So by doing this, they will be able to know which streets are safer at what time, and this can also help them use the data which they have never been able to express before and help others.
Doesn't this also become a weapon of abuse? So therefore, those people who are predators will go and see which is the safest street, which has not been marked till now, and therefore go and maybe do all the harassment there because they think all the women there are really safe.
So basically this data is going to come from areas where there is more abuse. So as you rightly said, those areas which are safer are inherently more safe because of some characteristics. So for example, there's a proper lighting there, or there is more policing in that area. So there are some inherent reasons because of which those areas are safer.
The actual data,
Yes.
the information that gets collected, where else would you see it being used? Who would be the end users of this data?
2 specifically, A, possible victims, or B, authorities who could do something about it. For example, where could there be more policing, or where you could put more effective measures to monitor such miscreants.
That's 47 points for you. That I think is about the highest we've had till now. Great. Congratulations. Okay, now guys, I know it's a good idea, but 47 full marks, why? Kalki, why? What was so amazing about it?
For me, it's just a great idea. It's very much useful for the time.
I think the judges have reviewed it quite favorably, so thanks to the judges.
One day it will come true, and it would be it will be very important, I think, as far as an app itself is concerned, but in this particular case it's absolutely not executable at the current moment.
Next, a candidate yearning for a return to more civilized times.
Suppose if we say thank you or use the word please, it will give us some points. So when the user reaches the targeted level of point, they can redeem it in cash or they can get recharge coupons. On the other hand, when a person abuses, there will be deduction in their points.
How will you recognize when somebody has said, how will a
And
phone
live
app
while I'm having a call.
recognize when you're saying thank you or saying a bad word? Or how will it recognize?
You are going to actually, while I'm talking live, record my voice, analyze it and understand what I'm trying to say, and accordingly you're going to do it. तो भैया ये टेक्नोलॉजी इन्वेंट कब कर रहे हो मुझे बताओ यार, मैं अभी खरीदने को तैयार हूँ ये टेक्नोलॉजी. ऐप से कुछ नहीं होने वाला उनका, वो पाप है, ऐप नहीं पाप है वो.
A noble thought meets an ignoble thought.
मेरे हिसाब से my app was innovative, but the way I presented was very bad.
The way he was even expressing it, I felt that he's not a part of it. It didn't come from somewhere inside.
Next up, an idea for nostalgic kids who are on the verge of leaving school.
We can have a simple interface wherein you can select a particular theme, personalized questions that you want to share with your friends, and just post a request to them to fill my scrapbook.
Orkut it started off, or the concept was similar to a
Yes.
scrapbook. MySpace did the same.
Full 10. बहुत अच्छा दो. You're just starting life, you'll go very far. I like the idea of preserving memories, and it's good. Intentions are beautiful. I'm sure that you will develop with your app.
Thank you,
Right?
sir.
I don't agree at all. I think that this is going to be, it's difficult to actually switch over from existing networks for
Switch over.
incremental.
I mean, you'd be better off creating a Facebook application on top of Facebook
Yeah.
to do that. Making another app or a social network is...
Poor Dhairya, he may not clear his final exam.
I feel judges felt the idea of what they perceived, and this was a lot of learning experience. I need to work upon my presentation skills and how to convince people.
DV deserved full marks, I think, because he was getting very demoralized, because I think Vishal actually went overboard and he did it 11 times. I thought he's taking my points too.
Now the jury may be out on whether or no there is a connection between mobile radiation and our health, but while that jury deliberates, there's no harm in staying informed on the specific absorption rate, that's SAR, of your handset of choice. And that's where applicant number 4 comes in. Here from Jodhpur, Rajasthan, Himanshu Singhvi.
I really come up with this idea while thinking of what should we are facing nowadays in problem in cell phones.
Now let's find out about your app. 60 seconds start now.
My application is SAR, in simple language, Mobile Radiation Tracker. SAR stands for specific absorption rate. In simple language, it is the measure of the radiation being absorbed by the human body while using the cell phones. The SAR depends upon the 3 quantities, that is electrical field, electrical density and the conductivity of the material. So while using our phones, it doesn't that it emits the radiation of same amount every time, but it radiates maximum energy while we are on the call. It radiates worse, it has worse SAR, that is it radiates more energy when we are on call, and it has low signal strength. That means while we are on a call and signal strength is very low, then SAR is very high and it radiates more energy, and it is very harmful for the human being. So my app will tell how the SAR is decreases and how the current SAR is there.
Just to understand, you will use a combination of the proximity sensor, or would you use just the signal strength? What are you really trying to do?
I will use both things because signal strength and the distance both will affect the electric field, and that affects the SAR.
But you can't get the electric field from any API. No API gives you the electric field from any phone.
But then shouldn't it be an improvement in the technology of the cell phone rather than an app separately for that? I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that, for the fact that you're about to go and save the world from a radiating future,
Definitely.
I think you get 42 points, which is, I think, very good.
Pretty good.
Excellent.
well done.
Good job.
मेरी एप्लीकेशन वही थी जिनको समझ में आएगा वो डेफिनेटली लाइक करेंगे, क्योंकि एक टेक्निकल ऐप है और ये बहुत आगे काम आने वाली है SAR के लिए, क्योंकि SAR आज के टाइम में बहुत इम्प्रूव हो रहा है और बहुत इस पे रिसर्च हो रही है.
If an app like this was to get introduced, is it going to scale? And is it going to scale fast enough for it to actually have meaningful impact?
All right, we just saved the world from radiation, but still to come. Don't want to miss the meeting because you got stuck in traffic. We've got an app that actually dynamically will tell you. And what do you do when you just can't find a loo? The answer when we return. And we're back with many more amazing app ideas, and let's go straight on to our next applicant. She got her idea from a bunch of curious auntie Gs who wanted to know what her outfit cost. How much did it cost? Let's find out now from New Delhi's Shikha.
I just came back from abroad and I happened to talk to my friends and cousins and family and aunties, and everyone saying, oh, I got this for this much price, or where did you buy this and stuff, and they're very interactive. The human interaction is very good in India, so I kind of thought of this idea of flaunting. So hi everyone, I'm Shika. My app is called Flaunt. I think it really goes with the Indian vibe of flaunting and showing off, but I would like to add more to it later. So if I bought a dress or a gadget, or for guys, even if they got a sticker for their bike, so they can just take a picture and flaunt it up on the app, and it can stream it up to their social network sites. You can get points, gaming points for likes, as much as likes you get. But we can also have some crowdsourced intelligence here, where I can flaunt authentic things that are like in Delhi, or recently I went to Vrindavan, so there was this most amazing lassi I've ever had. So I can just flaunt that up and say, okay, this is a cool thing. So we have a popular category where you can, using some machine learning analytics, you can pull up very crucial popular flaunts. So
this sounds like it's been done a lot. People putting up their opinions about clothes or shops or restaurants. So what are you adding? What are you giving us that's new?
The only problem in India, I feel, is with reviews, that they cannot be authentic. So this is more like I am flaunting my picture up with something I'm doing. So I think it gives that authenticity to it.
A lot of Foursquare clones have come up where you could check into a place and like it and do all of that. So how are you different than any of these things? And Foursquare is again people input. It's not anybody reviewing.
Foursquare is more geo-based. This is not so much geo, but again, it definitely uses that user-based concept, the usability concept. But it's also about the idea of flaunting and showing off and sharing with friends in a different way.
Isn't that already the Facebook like button? So when people want to flaunt something or talk about something, that's what they do. And Facebook likes likes have become a currency already. Many
Facebook,
people,
in my eyes, it's becoming more of what's on my mind or what quote I'm inspired with, and even Twitter, I would say. So I think to the Indian feel, it'll give more, maybe something new to do.
Okay, so for the fact that you flaunted your app in front of us, we're going to give you 34 likes.
Thank
That's
you.
34 points for you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shikha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I kind of made it while I was giving my pitch. I kind of saw their impressions that it wasn't going through the way I thought it would.
She used a word, flaunt, which sounded very interesting, but actually it was like a like app, like you have on Facebook, or there are other apps which I can't remember the name of, which are similar, where you just can post up a place or a thing that you like and give your opinion and stuff. So it's very done.
Ever missed a meeting because of Russia? Sumit Datta to the rescue.
Live screen, which will enable the user to share the desktop or laptop on mobile. Not only share the desktop or laptop, it will give control to mobile also, so that user can control the desktop or laptop.
What exactly does your app do that doesn't exist?
So not only exists,
Yeah.
this has been happening since Baba Azam ke zaman se. BBM, you know, when we were running BBS, Bulletin Board Services, you used to take over Linux controls.
Looks like Sumit will have to call Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker to try and persuade the judges.
Problem is that they come to a show like Your Wish is My App and they don't even do some basic research. I mean, these apps exist and it's been existing for years.
I don't agree with him because with mobile controlling a desktop, it can be done by desktop to desktop, but by mobile.
When you've gotta go, you've just gotta go. Go Sharanar, go.
My app is all about navigating the public toilets in and around, from your current locality. It even lists the toilets which have been already reported before. It shows the status of the toilet, whether if it's under maintenance or you can use it.
How? 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 How are you going to unlock
There'll
them?
be an
I mean,
unlock
the app
button on
itself,
the app.
The app, yeah. The app is not magic. I mean, it's not a wand of magic.
The app is not going to unlock it.
Hmm.
The thing is, you know, when you tell them that, you know, there's a situation, you know, you can obviously they'll, open to this one, and yeah,
Who's
of
going to be around to open it? Nobody ever around to open a locked door.
Chacha will be there to open it for us.
No.
It's heartbreaking. मेरा दिल टूट गया सोच के कि आपकी कितने अच्छे intentions हैं.
All of us suffer from the problem of needing a loo somewhere. I've done terrible things which I can't tell you on TV.
We won't ask Kalki to spill the beans, and Sharan will make sure those who use his app don't spill anything either.
And now it's time to call in today's top 3 applicants. Let's find out who they are. Prasun, Himanshu and Shikha. Well done, guys. So you guys are now on the leaderboard. Now if you were to release this app in the market, there's always a good tagline. Let's find out from each of you what would be your tagline. Let's start from you, Himanshu.
Yeah, it's know your sar, bachao apna sar.
Know your sar, bachao apna sar.
Good one.
Very good
Well
one,
done.
very good one. All right. Prasun.
Knowledge is power, but don't forget, expression is action.
Okay, excellent. All right, and Shikha on Flaunt.
Flaunt your license to show off and explore.
Okay, all right. All 3 very nice. Time now to remember that we're going to vote in who actually moves forward from these 3. I'm going to start with you, Kalki.
This is very difficult for me because I think the 2 issues that are very important that have come out is vulnerability and radiation. Both are very important and both are things which something can be done about. I think just because it's the need of the hour and because, you know, it's something that we're constantly thinking about now, it needs to grow while it needs to be expressed. I think I have to go with the vulnerability.
Prasun then, right?
Yeah.
So vote 1 is for Prasun. All right, let's move on.
So for me, I think both the ideas were also, the vulnerability idea and the SAR idea were equally interesting, compelling, large market, potential to scale both. And I'm going to go out a little bit on a limb here and give a vote to each of you. To each of them.
Oh, so you're going with both.
I'm going to go with
That's
both.
2 votes, 2 for now for Prasun and now 1 goes now for Himanshu.
That's right,
Correct?
that's right.
All right, time for you, Vikas.
None of you. I think the vote should go to Mrs. Prasun.
Thank you.
I hope she can see this in Chicago and she will be very proud that how you've expressed, expression is the word, the way you've expressed that whole thing. And I do think that all of us getting together to that kind of app would really help this country.
So it goes to Mrs. Prasun.
Mrs. Prasun.
There's no Mrs. Himanshu right now? See, that's what happens if you're not married. Yeah? You lose out on votes. Okay, at the moment it's 3-1, but we still need to see how it goes. I still have a vote left, and so does Vishal.
So वो कहावत है ना कि सर सलामत तो टोपी हजार. So I think I will first go and save the sir, and then maybe if there are enough sirs left, we can go on the vulnerability. So I would actually vote for both.
So again, you're also voting for both. So that basically
Wow.
makes it 4-2. And I'm going to now go and give this to Himanshu, which makes it 4-3. So Himanshu, there may still be a wild card at the moment. Prasun, you're moving forward, but Himanshu, remember, if you have the highest number of votes in terms of the coming second on any of the shows that we're doing, you can still make it to the final. Prasun, we'll see you in the final, but all three of you, very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prasun, stay with us, and Himanshu and Shikha, we'll see you soon. Very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Prasun. The first thing you should be doing is making a call to your wife, but make sure that you're not on the phone for too long, otherwise you'll have to use Himanshu's app. Right?
And I think
Actually,
she'll
I
come
just
back
called
from
her.
Chicago to Delhi because it will be safe here by that time.
All right, then. Fantastic ideas again, but it's a wrap of all the apps that we had for you today. Make sure you join us next time for such life-altering, or at least mind-altering ideas. One day, there will be an app for just about any situation in life that you can think of, and then some. Hey, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. See you next time on Nokia Lumia. Your wish is my app.
The difference in what I saw today was a number of contestants had interesting ideas but were unable to articulate why their idea was different from ideas that have already been implemented or already in the market.
There's still a lot of infrastructure required before you can get to the Lu app. I wish he had done a hospital app or a first aid app or an app which, while you're traveling in urban India or suburb India of India, there should be some kind of apps to get medical aid.
Unfortunately, ये packing बहुत ही अच्छी थी इन सब चीजों की, पर product was absolutely not.
Take a picture of the food and then it gives you out the nutritional chart.
It is not that easy.
जैसा कि हमने उसको कहा हेलो, तो स्मार्ट के फोन के पास वो एबिलिटी होनी चाहिए कि वो उसकी भाषा में उसको कन्वर्ट कर सके.
कुत्ते बिल्लियों का ऐप, अप्रैल फुल जोक ऐप्स बहुत सारे हैं.
You're gonna sing that song in front of the app and it's gonna tell you give you the details of the track.
You know, you have to have done some basic research on what exists.